Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul, and it's pleasure to have you all here. This is going to be a very quick announcement about why you should be trading options, combining that with Elliott wave, and how both of those things can be traded together. So, and what are the tools that you should know about options? And I'm going to talk about the upcoming BMW program, which is Become Market Wizard. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to give you details about that. But there have been a lot of questions I've been getting कि क्या options trade करना चाहिए, options trade करके पैसा बनता है या नहीं बनता है. There have been so many things that you people would like to know. So I thought, why not to have this a quick announcement and explain about what are options, how you have to look at options, and why Elliott wave. You know, दोनों चीज क्यों club करनी चाहिए and why it is important to know those things. So let me now very quickly start with you all and explaining you, if you have been a part of my last webinar, you would have witnessed how amazing it has worked, where we have talked about a time and how markets moved as per the time. So options are instrument where time is a very, very important element. Without time, you can't really trade options well. So, and the best part about options that I like or I love about options is that you can do strategy when the market is not conducive. If you are following me on Twitter over past 1 week also, you might have witnessed I've talked only about options selling. I will be honest with you. I've been an options buyer for most part of my life. Okay, most part of my life I've been options buyer, because you can see when you are buying options, you know, you are able to make that 50,000 convert into that 1 lakh, 2 lakh, and very quickly, 2-3 दिन में हो जाता है. मतलब if there is a very strong trend, your entry is correct and you have a classic exit. So option buyer के लिए तीनों चीज जरूरी है. Exact entry with time, your you need to ensure also where you have to exit. So ये बहुत important है option buyer के लिए. But what if the market is not doing anything, like the current market environment? If you have been following my tweet, I have mentioned a range of the market 16,900 and 17,100. आज का भी लो जो निफ्टी ने बनाया 16,913, and that's how it has just continued to move in a range. Now, if you are a smart trader, if you know what the big players and how the big players trade, you might be able to say that in this market, trading positionally, if you have to make money, you have to sell option, not buy option. So what I am trying to tell you is that as a trader, you should know when there is an option selling opportunity, when there is option buying opportunity, you need to know. And if there is a breakout, you need to know, is the breakout genuine or not? So when you are trading options, you have to time the market, and it is very important. Then only you will be able to trade options correctly. When I'm going to give you in a very, very simple layman language, when you are looking at options data chart, I'm saying ignore about everything else, ignore about theta, vega, gamma, whatever. You can actually trade options by looking at the options price chart directly. Directly, you can look at options price chart and you will be able to take a good trade if you know which indicators to use, if you know how to combine them, if you know what is the time suggesting, and all of those things. So one such indicator which I have been using, and it's working fabulously, and it is KST Indicator. Okay, Shalini is saying, after joining your class, I have saved so much money. Excellent. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that she is, by the way, a mentee, and she has been a part of BMW program earlier. I'm trying to tell you, if you know the science of how it works, you can make money by trading options. You might not be necessarily selling options. You can even buy options and make money. It works for every one of you. लेकिन आपको पता होना चाहिए market का direction क्या है. So there are few things that I'm going to give you as a key to be successful for trading options. Firstly, you should know if it's an options buyer market or it's an option seller market, even intraday. If you look at right now, it is an option seller market which I have been saying since about a week. And since a week, market has not gone anywhere, up, down, up, down. But अगर आपने option sell किया होता तो पैसा बनता. Secondly, very importantly, once you know it's an option buyer market, you need to know what is the level where you have to exactly enter and what time you have to enter. To make that convenient, I am going to talk about KST indicator, which is known as no sure thing. It is developed by my mentor Martin Pring, and it is fantastic indicator which gives you a lot of information. So what is KST indicator? इसके बारे में बहुत डिटेल में हम बात करेंगे ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग यूजिंग टेक्निकल एनालिसिस प्रोग्राम में. I'll just brief you up. KST indicator is derived out of multiple ROCs. ROCs is rate of change. So and the multiple ROCs are taken, उसका summation लेते हैं और एक इंडिकेटर फॉर्म करते हैं जिसे हम कहते हैं KST indicator. If you are a time trader and you know time cycles, you might appreciate what is KST indicator very well. But even if you don't know much about it, this is a very superb indicator which can act to give you an overbought zone, oversold zone, and उसके साथ ही में सिग्नल भी देता है कि भाई कहां पर मोमेंटम जनरेट होना शुरू हो रहा है, वो सिग्नल भी मिलता है. But you have to combine it in multi-time frame analysis. You just can't use only say I'll use only 1 hour or नहीं 1 hour use करना है, साथ में 15 minutes combine करना है. और KST इंडिकेटर पे ट्रेड नहीं हो रहा है, प्राइस एक्शन प्राइजेस पे हम ट्रेड करते हैं दोस्तों. सो इट इज ऑलवेज इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू गिव रिस्पेक्ट टू प्राइजेस. भाव भगवान છે, प्राइस इज गॉड. सो विदाउट प्राइस यू कांट ट्रेड. सिमिलरली ऑप्शंस ट्रेडिंग के लिए यू नीड टू लुक एट द प्राइजेस ऑफ ऑप्शंस. You need to look at KST indicator. साथ में, if you can combine it with Bollinger Bands or Ichimoku cloud, it can be a classic tool for you to understand कि ये amazing है. क्योंकि Bollinger Bands के बेसिस पे आपको पता चलेगा क्या प्राइस मूवमेंट statistically significant हुआ है. I can keep it very simple in layman's word. यार 4 दिन से prices were not breaking out above that 2 standard deviation. And now it is breaking above that, which means something is changing. And साथ में KST indicator is suggesting कि momentum शुरू हो रहा है. That's the key where you buy options intraday या positionally. And that's where you will be able to make money, guys. क्योंकि होता क्या है ना, हम आधी अधूरी चीजें देखते हैं. हम खाली मॉर्निंग स्टार कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न देखा, हमने बाय कर लिया. अरे look at the time, look at the strike price you are selecting, look at the expiry. ये सब चीजें सिलेक्ट करनी पड़ती है. और एक और चीज दैट आई वांट टू टेल यू वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज दैट व्हेन देयर इज नो सच एनवायरनमेंट ऑफ ब्रेकआउट, ऑप्शंस आर द इंस्ट्रूमेंट वेयर यू कैन स्टिल ट्रेड एंड मेक मनी. बट प्रोवाइडेड यू नो ऑप्शन को कैसे स्ट्रेटेजी फॉर्म करना है, कौन सा स्ट्राइक प्राइस सिलेक्ट करना है, दैट्स हाउ इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. प्लस यू शुड नो बिग प्लेयर्स एक्टिविटी. इफ यू हैव बीन फॉलोइंग मी, I have mentioned a level basis of volume profile in last webinar, 17,100 as the key level where there is big players activity taken place. Looking at volume profile. Volume profile is different than volume. Once you know the volume profile, you know that big players कहां पर positions बना रहे. Open interest profile एक चीज है, volume profile अलग चीज है. Once you know index पे volume profile is around that 17,100 level, breaking that 17,100 becomes the most important aspect for you to understand. That's where the momentum is going to come, because that's where big players have taken their positions, dumped their positions and did some major activity. ये level कैसे मिला मुझे 17,100? I looked at volume profile, simply looking at कि कहां पर बड़े players की activity हुई है. What I am trying to tell you, if you want to make that multiplier effect by trading options, you need to know what big people are doing, what big traders are doing. इससे हम छोटे नहीं हो जाते, हम smart हो जाते. Okay, many people say I don't have to see the big players activity, I can do it on my own. Please do it. I am not denying you can't do it on your own. What I am saying is, if you have the luxury of knowing what are these big players doing, why not know it? Is that information wrong? No, I'm not complicating it. I'm simply trying to tell you If you have an option of driving a Ferrari, why settle with Maruti? Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And to drive a Ferrari, you need an Elliott wave. So options के बारे में मैंने बात की. So essentially option trading using technical analysis जो हम करने वाले 15-16th of April को, that is going to be about looking at these big players activity, about understanding कहां पर market से पैसा बन सकता है, which are the 5 trade setups for option buyers. Simple classic trade setup rules मैं आपको दूंगा जो आपको खाली follow करना है religiously with discipline. That's what I'm going to do. लेकिन options को Elliott wave के साथ क्यों combine करना चाहिए? Let me explain something about Elliott wave now. So Elliott wave is something I've been passionate about. I've been trading markets for 2 decades, practicing Elliott wave for nearly 15 years now, I suppose. And it is one tool that I have never ever given up. ठीक है, मैंने बहुत सारी चीजें की, बहुत सारी चीजें छोड़ दी, लेकिन Elliott wave I have never given up. So when I say Elliott wave, I am saying Neo wave. Both are interchangeable for me because Neo wave is more refined way of Elliott wave with more rules that we have in Neo wave, and it has patterns like diametric and other things. So it is more objective compared to Elliott wave, but it's fine. It's interchangeably I am using. Now, if you have a GPS, like I say, Elliott wave is the GPS of the market. You draw a path basis of your GPS. Now you have to just check if market is moving as per the GPS or market ka mood change ho gaya, it's trying to deviate. You know now how it has to go. So if you are moving, as I give examples, if you go from Mumbai to Delhi, don't you think if you have a GPS, life becomes such an easy way? You know, similarly with markets, that if you have the GPS, you know how it has to span out. Or anxiety nahi hoti hai. Because now you know, agar ye level break hua, to yahan tak jayega. From here, it can then again bounce back. Exactly, you have the path or the blueprint ready. Once you have that blueprint ready, don't you think trading options will become much easier? So it's very important for you to understand that Elliott wave, Neo wave, along with time cycle becomes a forecasting tool. Forecasting मतलब future में ऐसा हो सकता है. Okay, that's a probability. It's a science of probability. Many people say that, you know, Elliott wave, Neo wave, you should be 100% right. I said, I'm not God. I just do what charts are suggesting and I change my stand instantly. I don't care what others think, as long as it helps me to make money or lose very less. That's the key. So I keep telling my mentees also that the key is to ensure when you lose less. When you make money, you make a killing. That is very, very important. And ऑप्शंस के बारे में अगर बात करें वापस से, सो ऑप्शंस में सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी ये जानना, इफ द करंट एनवायरनमेंट इज सजेस्टिंग रेंज, आई कैन स्टिल ट्रेड, व्हिच मींस आई कैन फॉर्म सेल ऑप्शन, सेल अ कॉल, सेल अ पुट एंड स्टिल मेक मनी आउट ऑफ मार्केट. इफ माय स्टडी ऑफ एलियट वेव इज सजेस्टिंग देयर इज अ ब्रेकआउट गोइंग टू कम सून, हुआ नहीं है, आने वाला है along with time, I might buy an option and I might sell deep out of the money option, you know, create a spread. If the momentum is going on and I know it's a third wave, boss, I will stop everything and simply buy a call if it's upside or buy a put and keep riding it. Don't care what is happening around, what is the news. So by knowing what wave we are into, what is the maturity of the trend, we can trade options very well. And especially during times, क्या होता है कि हम बैठे स्क्रीन के आगे, अभी कुछ तो करना है, पूरा दिन बैठ के क्या देखेंगे, कुछ करने को नहीं है तो ऑप्शन बाय कर लिया. अब होता क्या, कल एक्सपायरी है एंड पैसा, देन यू लूज मनी बिकॉज एक्सपायरी है, थीटा डीके हो रहा है, प्राइसेस कहीं जा नहीं रहा है, रेंज में फंसा हुआ है, यू लूज मनी. डोंट डू दैट, डोंट लूज योर हार्ड अर्न्ड मनी, रेदर एक्ट स्मार्टली. मार्केट रेंज में फंसा हुआ है, कुछ करने को नहीं है, रेदर सेल ऑप्शन एंड एंजॉय, grab a coffee and enjoy the day and simply don't look at the charts. Simply put your stop losses, derive it, put a stop loss in a scientific way, randomly nahi. Most people put a stop loss randomly. 100 रुपए पे खरीदा, 95 पे stop loss डाल दो. Why? Why 95? Is that a magical number? No, 95 is good. Don't do that. If you do that, you are gambling. You are not trading scientifically. I'm explaining you it is possible to trade scientifically only if you know how to put a stop loss, where to put a stop loss on an option chart, and what should be your target, how to take profits, how to ride the trend, how to look at big players' activity. You have to know that. What is happening around is very important. You need to be alert. See, 90% of the people lose money when trading markets and options. So the number even increases further. So you need to be alert. See what others are doing and then take a trade. इसका मतलब ये नहीं मुझे यहां से कहीं और जाके देखना है लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, फ्रेंड को फोन करना है, वैसे नहीं. You are trying to see what others are doing on the charts. Simply chart tells you so much information that nothing else can tell you. In fact, Monday का 3:15 का टाइम था, बैंक निफ्टी should turn up, and बैंक निफ्टी turned up at 3:15. Don't you think that information is good? So how do you derive such kind of time forecasting, wave forecasting, and how do you trade option is everything that I'm going to talk about in Become Market Wizard, or the BMW program that we talk. And I've been teaching about this for a decade. I know how it works, and I've been practicing. I've been selling options in this entire week, calls and puts, and hota kya sharp niche jata hai. अरे यार ये तो नीचे का ब्रेकआउट है, but then reverses up. Oh, I think it's going to give breakout on the upside, and then you settle and realize यार ये तो कहीं नहीं जा रहा है. बिना मतलब का पुट खरीदा, स्क्वायर ऑफ किया, कॉल खरीदा, स्क्वायर ऑफ किया. Did it happen with you? You just got carried away because you do not have a clear plan, you do not have a trade setup, and you do not know what to do. That's the problem. The problem is not the options. The problem is you do not have a plan. And we will be developing a clear trade setup, 5 trade setup with a clear-cut strategy on how to trade options by combining Ichimoku cloud, Bollinger Bands with volume profile. Kaise dekhna hai, what are payoff charts, how to go about it, and how to finally nail it by KST indicator. Just when it is breaking out, how to nail it with KST indicator. But remember one thing, guys, I'm not saying it's 100%. I'm saying that chances of you making money increases sharply if you combine these techniques. Is this the only technique I should use for trading? No. This is the technique I am using, and it is working for me. That is what I am giving it away to all of you, because I know it works and it is fantastic. और आप खुद कर सकते हो. इनफैक्ट बहुत सारे मेंटीज शेयर करते रहते हैं कैसे उन्होंने इन चीजों को यूज किया और कैसे उन्होंने पैसा बनाया. तो बनता है दोस्तों, बट यू शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट इट एंड यू शुड नो हाउ टू कंबाइन एंड अप्लाई इट करेक्टली. सो आई एम आस्किंग यू अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन. Don't you want to learn or invest into knowledge which is going to be with you for lifetime? It's not just 2 days. It is a lifetime of investment. Why worry when there are tools to tell you how to go about it? That's the thing. So let me now talk about very clearly what is option trading using technical analysis, which is going to be happening on 15th and 16th of April. And उसे आप देख के कैसे trade कर सकते हो, that's what I want to tell you in a very, very simple fashion. So यहाँ पर जो हम करने वाले हैं, we will be looking at 5 trade setups that you can use in order to trade the market very, very accurately with a stop loss, how to derive the target, and how to know if this is an option buyer's market or option seller's market. That's one. We are going to combine it, how to do the analysis by looking at Ichimoku cloud, volume profile, open interest profile, volatility based indicator. क्योंकि यार volatility सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी ऑप्शन ट्रेडर के लिए समझना है volatility, और इसे सबसे कम लोग समझते हैं. अगर I am telling you, if market price is the same level which it was the fun day before, लेकिन if volatility goes up by 5%, your entire strategies goes for a toss. Volatility is such a classic indicator that if you know what's going to happen in volatility, you can just trade it in your favor. If you do not know about volatility, it can wipe out you. Okay, so option selling करके कैसे passive income generate करना है is also what we are going to do in this OTTA program. OTTA is option trading using technical analysis. We will be looking at, see, if you are a full-time on the job, you're occupied with business, you're occupied with a lot of things. How do you generate that parallel source of income? By looking at options. If you look at the fixed deposit returns that you get is around 6, 7, 7.5 right now, which keeps varying. How do you ensure you beat that? You are able to generate excess returns, alpha returns. Maybe you can generate 20, 24%. There are people who do option selling and generate even 30, 35, 36%. It is possible to do that. लेकिन उसके लिए टेक्निक क्या है? कौन सा स्ट्राइक प्राइस सिलेक्ट करना है, कब करना है? How do you trade that? That's what we are going to discuss. Expiry day trade. Okay, it's very important that expiry day के ऊपर आप कैसे ट्रेड करोगे, या एक्सपायरी डे के पहले दिन क्या पोजीशंस क्रिएट करेंगे. कल एक्सपायरी है अगर निफ्टी की, आज क्या करना है या कल सुबह क्या करना है. एक्सपायरी डे के ऊपर कैन आई जनरेट दैट मल्टी बैगर ट्रेड. मल्टी बैगर मतलब when you buy an option at a low price and it gives you a huge kick on the upside. How do you do that? Is it sensible to do that? What is the success ratio about it? All of those things is what we are going to be doing it. And this is going to be a very, very important way of trading the market. Because if you do not know about these techniques, which I'm going to talk about in option trading, you can't really trade options well, is what I want to tell you. Combining this with Elliott wave is going to happen on 6th and 7th of April, 6th and 7th of May. We are going to combine that with Elliott wave, Neo wave, time cycles, Ichimoku cloud. So Ichimoku cloud we will do in option trading also. We will be also doing that in Elliott wave. Elliott wave is not complex thing. Application, I'm going to be very honest with you, it takes time. It's not going to happen instantly. हम जो ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग प्रोग्राम में करेंगे ना दोस्तों, वो इंस्टेंटली आप नेक्स्ट डे से अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. जो एलियट वेव, नियो वेव पे करेंगे उसके लिए प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी, and then you will be able to apply it correctly. It requires practice, it requires an eye, which I'm going to ensure you develop one. So that is what we are going to do on 6th and 7th of May. We will be looking at wave theory. It's amazing. Once you know how the wave theory is going to function, it is going to simply thrill you. And मैं इतना confidently कैसे बोल सकता हूँ? Because I have written a book. You can see the copy of that book here. I have authored that book, published worldwide. I was speaking at so many places. I was speaking at NISM on Elliott wave. I was speaking at China Investment Forum on Elliott wave and time. I was speaking at FIRES the other day on option trading using Elliott wave. So बहुत सारे जगह पे I keep talking about this subject because I'm passionate about it. And I'm a passionate trader, mentor, and it works. I'm a chartered market technician, by the way, people who might not know. I cleared all 3 levels in 2007, 2008 in 1 year. And also I worked with Lehman Brothers that you can't really, survive if you think you have job security. I lost my job in Lehman, went bankrupt, Nomura took over. That time I decided, need something which will work for me. So let money work for you. You shouldn't be working only for money because that's important, right? And ये कर सकते हैं, हर जन कर सकता है. I'm not having some very high IQ कि मैं ही कर सकता हूँ. Everyone can do it. The only commitment I require from each one of you is discipline. Discipline is the key to success in trading markets, making money. The most important aspect is risk management. Where is your stop loss? Are you disciplined to follow it? And do you have a trade setup? एक ट्रेड सेटअप भी अगर आपने पकड़ लिया ना और उस पे ट्रेड किया, ट्रस्ट मी, इट वर्क्स. सो ट्रेड सेटअप होना चाहिए बहुत क्लियरली. सो वी विल बी लुकिंग एट ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स in wave theory, which is going to on 6th and 7th of May, Elliott wave, Neo wave. हम cover करेंगे completely about what is a pattern, what are diametric patterns, what is a two-stage confirmation, how do we forecast the market 1 day down the line, 1 year, 10 years बाद क्या होगा, all those forecasting tools, everything is that what I am going to do. So are you here with me, guys, to be a part of this wonderful journey of BMW, where we will be looking at stock trading, options trading, combining with the third wave on the upside or the downside for options masterclass. I call this as an options traders masterclass because this is the 2 days will change the very way you ever see options and trade. And everyone can do it. कोई बोलता है ना नहीं मुझे तो पता ही नहीं है मार्केट के बारे में, अच्छा है नहीं पता है तो, because you will be learning it and trading it. That's the best thing that you can do to yourself. Learn and trade, not lose money and then try and learn. Because बहुत सारे जन ऐसे हैं, including myself, lost money, then started learning and then it worked. So do that. And मेरा जर्नी तो बहुत पुराना है दोस्तों. I mean 2005 का पैनिक स्टॉक क्रैश हुआ था, 2006 में, 2008 का क्रैश, 2012 का क्रैश. Lot of crashes I have seen, lot of ways of making money I have seen, and I am ready to share across that secret with all of you. Why share the secret? That's the question you might have in mind. Why share the secret if it is working so well? Because it's an ocean and it works for everyone. Okay, don't you think if you have something phenomenal you want to share it across with your world? होता नहीं है, एक दिन बहुत अच्छा कमाया आपने, आप जाके अपने दोस्त को फोन लगाते यार ऐसा कर, ये चलता है. That's what I'm trying to tell you people. It works. You should know how it works, and it is a simple process. I'm going to give it across to you. The only question is, are you ready to take that step forward? Are you ready to ensure that you are not enslaved to anything, but you are able to look at the market in a very independent, unbiased way? And options पे ट्रेड करने का मजा अलग ही. अगर आपने आज तक ऑप्शंस ट्रेड नहीं किया होगा, you will realize the fun, and along with that you will realize you can make some serious money. If it is working, then it is working for every one of you. So it works, guys. That's what I want to tell you all. So fantastic, guys. I'm going to be sharing across the link where you can register today for this BMW program. आज आप register कर सकते हो BMW program. The offer price is going to end on 30th of March. 30th March को early bird end हो रहा है. So ensure that you are registering before 30th of March. The BMW combines together both option trading using technical analysis and Elliott wave. दोनों चीज दोनों साथ में combine है. Can I do only wave theory, master of wave session जो हमारा होने वाला है? Yes, you can do that. Can I do only option trading using technical analysis program? Yes, you can do that. But I would suggest you combine both. The reason being, दोनों का USP is what we are going to pick up. So the link is shared across by my colleague. The pricing for the BMW program is 32,000 plus taxes, and the early bird ends on 30th of March. Along with that, one more thing that you need to keep in mind, अगर आज आप register कर रहे हो, I'm going to give across 10 bonus videos to each one of you about so that your learning starts today. Plus, along with that, I'm also going to ensure you get Master of Technical Analysis 12 hours video even before the BMW starts. So your learning starts today and not tomorrow. So आज के लिए bonus is valid है. Price is 30th March तक valid है. So you have to take that step forward. Plus, I will be giving you 1 month of equity research so that you can see how these techniques can be applied, how it works, and it's going to be simply fantastic. So I'm going to take a very quick poll also, but let me just share across the page. That's the page where you can go and be a part of this wonderful journey of option trading. We call it BMW, Become Market Wizard. The reason being, it is going to simply change the very way you see the markets. Okay, and यहाँ पर link, I'm just sharing it across with all of you. You can simply be a part of this wonderful journey, and I'm going to take a very quick poll. I want to understand from each one of you which path to financial freedom. So that's what I'm doing. साथ ही में, I'm open for questions. If you have questions, if you want to know something, please ask me. I'm more than happy to answer them. Because there have been so many questions people have been asking me, I thought why not to go live and talk about and answer all of your questions. So let me just check. Babaji, please drop in your contact number and my team will explain you all the details if you have any queries on that. Okay, fantastic. Raghunath has joined the BMW class. It's great to know, Raghunath. Sandesh, the fees I have talked about, you can simply find it on the link which I have shared across to you all. And sir, I want to learn about wave theory, but is it necessary to join OTTA? See, जो option trading में हम करने वाले हैं, I will just brief you up again. We will be looking at KST indicator, Ichimoku cloud, Bollinger Bands combining with KST, 5 trade setups that you have to use. Plus, along with that, I'm going to be giving you a clear defined rules that you have to follow. It is about all of those things plus big player activity. What is the volume suggesting? कहाँ पर volumes देखना है? We looked at Reliance stock last time with volume profile. We know कौन से level पे बड़े players ने positions काटी है. Nifty पे बड़े players ने कहाँ positions काटी है. अगर आपको ये पता है तो you know this is simply fantastic. Are you with me? So all of those things we will do in option trading using technical analysis. Along with that, there will be a pre-session video also. जो options नहीं जानते. So there are people who are asking that I'm a fresher, I don't know about anything about options. So we will have a pre-session video released before the option trading program starts, जिसमें आपको पूरा basic समझेगा call option क्या है, put option क्या है. जो option trading day पे है, you don't have to worry if you are trading options for 10 years. You will be learning something very unique and different way of trading options, simply looking at price action and other techniques which I have talked about. Post that, we will have a follow-up session of Q&A. Okay. Similarly, for Master of Waves के लिए, you will also be getting Elliott wave का video links today. If you register for BMW, you will get Elliott wave links today. Plus, we will have a pre-session video with the Master of Waves, plus 2 days of session. Plus, there will be a follow-up session. And you will also be able to post your queries and doubts in the traders community so that your learning can continue. So people ask, what is the support system? Support system is that you have a follow-up session. You will get the recordings also of the session for a limited time so that you can go through it. And then you can post your queries to me on Twitter, or you can post it on Traders Forum, and I'll be more than happy to respond to that. So we ensure that you are able to get everything as a value on what is there. If you are registering today, as I said, you will be getting 10 bonus videos plus Elliott wave video links, plus MOTA videos of 12 hours, plus 1 month of equity research. आज आपके लिए वो enable होगा. So it is very, very important. Krishna Rao is saying, sir, I've just now registered for BMW. Fantastic. Thanks, Krishna, for doing that. You are simply going to love it. So you can pay using cards or whatever I've shared across the link. I'm answering another question. So what is the minimum capital requirement? See, if you are an option buyer, you can do it with 50,000, but I would say you need some decent capital. क्योंकि 50,000 में आप कितना ट्रेड लोगे? 50,000 का लाख रुपया बन सकता है, हाँ, but risk भी है. So I would say you need a lakh of rupees as a capital, यार, if you want to trade anything in a decent way. At least उतना तो चाहिए, नहीं तो क्या बनाएगा? So that is what the capital required. हाँ, for option selling, so we will also have option selling strategies. When the market environment is not conducive, can I sell option and make money? Yes. So we will have option selling strategies also, where I am going to be talking कैसे कौन सा strike price select करना है, कैसे option chain को analyze करना है, payoff chart कैसे देखना है, all of those things in options trading. And in Master of Waves, we will be looking at wave theory को किस तरीके से simply count करना है, where to start counting. 2-stage confirmation मिला तो sure short हो जाता है, यार ये तो trend reverse हो गया. 100% नहीं, but 90% of the time, yeah, 95% of the time you can forecast the market. So you know कि यार लग रहा है market reverse हो रहा है, gut feeling है, लेकिन confirmation मिला क्या? Those things we will be doing in Master of Waves. So that's how we club these two things together to call it like a BMW program. Okay, what can I expect from OTTA if I'm an option buyer? Samir Kanade. I have already answered that. If you're an option buyer, I'll be giving you a clear-cut trade setup जो आपको follow करना है, along with indicator जो आपको use करना है, कब buy करना है. I'll give you a complete strategy जो disciplined way से you have to do that. It's a time-tested strategy and it works. Will it work 100%? No, of course not. But will it work when you will trade it correctly? You can get that momentum. You can make it big. But ensure when you lose less. So वो सारी चीजें मैं दूंगा आपको stop loss risk reward के साथ कैसे analyze करना है. So if you're an option buyer, you should also know where is the level where big players have created position. How to look at that, I am going to give you and tell you. So that's what I'm going to do in that program also. Is it clear? Does it answer your question? Okay, I can see clearly over here, Shilpa is registered for this program. Fantastic, Shilpa. Welcome on board. So it's fantastic, guys. I mean, so many people have registered for this program, and there have been many questions that you have been asking. We will be covering time cycle in Master of Waves. Yes, we'll be looking at Gann square of 9 also to some aspect in Master of Waves. So that is also going to be happening. So Master of Waves will be about wave theory, time cycle, and some aspect of Gann. We will be doing that. So that is Master of Waves, about forecasting. Okay, so that's why I say forecasting and options both are the most powerful combination that you can ever get. Okay, guys, I think I've answered most of your questions, and it's fantastic. Great to get you on board. Ensure agar aap ye part, if you are on this path of journey of a successful trader, do it. You will simply love it. The way it works, you will be excited as I am always. And you can see me, I'm market kahin bhi ho, upar ho, niche ho. You should always be in high josh. You should be with high energy. That is possible if you have the technique and you know it works. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining in. Ensure you take that step forward. It is an investment in better tomorrow, not like a movie ticket. It is not entertainment. This is some serious business where you can make money by trading. It is important that you understand the science of it. It's a science of probability, and you have to take that step forward. Thank you, everyone. Ashish Kyal signing off, and do ensure that you keep checking across my videos on YouTube. You will be amazed to see how accurately things work and the levels that I keep giving on Twitter also. @KyalAshish is my Twitter handle. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Become a wonderful trader.